Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh!
Well done, you two. Right on time. The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's 2 lackeys... See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and...
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting...
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidu's, but we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface is, as an escaped convict, Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based on our earlier I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Yeah! And Paimon...
All set? All right, we'll meet back up here once...
So much cargo
No fakes. These people are... But did you see the strange markings on some...
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to... The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint. Almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap...
So, nothing special then?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board, and hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Yeah! Let's see this thing through! Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourself so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on...
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold.
Are they... inspecting some...
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's... By all means.
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys?
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before. At Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I...
Huh? You... Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me?
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave.
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or...
You...
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns the ship.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. All right, then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong... And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read... Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yelan was right. There are Alright, that's all the bombs on the deck. What about
Already taken care of. Good work, you two.
Yelan? Wait a sec. We're at Corday and Dodomani.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumideus Harbor. The two of you are clearly in. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Then rest assured, the Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our since.
Oh, you scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan. Going right up.
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest, now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and the last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured he could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction and let his goods go. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, at best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine. Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the dark.
Okay, so, that means, can we go over this again?
Don't worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language. We're in the home stretch, and taking advantage of this auction is crucial. Officer Edler already has an inform. I'll meet you at the hotel.
Even